Hi, I just found out about the win of a radical far-left political group called Syriza in Greece, and I'm really getting into that. I'm excited about that. I knew of them before because there's this debate with Slavoj Žižek and the leader of that party, who's named Alexis Tsipras, probably pronouncing that wrong, and Žižek really endorsed them. They are apparently supposed to be changing all the austerity measures that like Germany and most of the European Union had imposed on them after their economy went to shit and we're pretty much in a depression. Something like 35% unemployment and 60% unemployment in the young people. So that's really exciting. It might result in like more far left groups getting power in Europe. So I'm just kind of learning about that in order to distract myself from the paper I'm writing right now, which is on Heidegger. I chose the question, what is Dasein, for the assignment, which is a critical question paper. So basically I have to summarize what Dasein is and then pose a question about a problem I have with it or just a tension in the text about it. My problem is kind of hard to explain. I kind of don't know if it's actually a real problem for Heidegger. It's just kind of a problem with the limited amount of being in time that we read. I am sure he would make clear the answer, but in the selection we had, it didn't make it quite obvious, I don't think. I have to reread it too, because just to make sure, like I already wrote this paper, I'm at 894 words, but I have to reread it and throw in a bunch of references and stuff. So I called the paper The Necessary Contingency of Facticity, and the basic point is that Heidegger's notion of facticity, which is just the contingent functioning of entities within a world, like how things, he wouldn't call them things, he'd call them entities, but how things relate to a regionally ontological ground of being for Dasein. And my question is kind of about how Dasein best chooses its involvement in the contingent facticity of its life world. It seems to me that Heidegger kind of says that we should assume every entity has the same level of potentiality concerning the question of the meaning of being, but I feel like you could posit your own particular types of engagement and involvement in entities to better suit the world as a whole. So that's what I'm thinking, is Heidegger is too individualized with the question of the meaning of being, and I think that there's a universality in the history of thought that would be better suited for Dasein to realize the potentiality of. So that's what I'm working on. See ya.